Oh, this is so sad. Week 6 is almost coming to an end, but it's not over yet because we get to watch one of the most exciting matches of the week. My two favorite players right now, we've got Mountaih versus Aaron, and I got to get that match up right now. There it is. But yeah, so you got two of the most exciting players right now in the league, I think, because Mountaih is just, he's got this momentum going right now that's just like, it's unparalleled, and it's really cool to watch, right? Like it was really unfortunate seeing him start the season 0-3, especially after coming off a championship victory for SPL, actually beating Aaron. So this is a rematch of that final right now, which is a really cool narrative. So but yeah, I'm really interested to kind of see how this one goes. So let's dive into the teams a little bit. But actually, before we dive into the teams, we've got what does this match mean for in the bigger picture of this playoffs? So 2-3 is Mountaih right now. He's got 2 consecutive wins. He really needs this win. I don't think a 4th loss will get you to the playoffs, so I think he has to win out, right? And then you have Aaron, who's 3-2, and if he loses this one, now there's so many 3-3 teams, it's insane. I think that would leave us with what, 4 3-3 teams, maybe 5. I don't remember, but I would have to look at the standings. But that would be an insane end to the season if that happened. Holy cow. But yeah, so Aaron really needs this win just to kind of put the season out of reach, get his 4th win. And then Mount really needs a win, and he's really, I see the Toxapex here, so we'll get into the keys of victory eventually, but that Toxapex has a big part of it. But what teams do we have right now? So on the left, we got Mountaih. We have Meowscarada, Terra Dark, Blood Moon, Terra Water, Toxapex, Terra Grass, Blaziken, Terra Grass, Electivire, Terra Ghost, Illumise, Terra Dark, Illumise being Terra Dark just so it's immune to that Prankster taunt on the other side of the field from their Prankster user. So there ain't no taunting going to be going back and forth with these Prankster users, especially after Illumise goes Terra Dark. Because Dark types are immune to Prankster, which is really neat. Meowscarada, Terra Dark. I'm surprised it's not Terra Grass, just to boost that grass, the flower trick move. Focus Sash makes perfect sense on it though, but we're not getting into items yet. Blood Moon, Terra Water, nice defensive Terra, especially against a Dondozo team. Just watch out for that Palmot, but the Electivire with the immunity to it, with the Motor Drive ability, definitely helps with that as well. So very cool stuff. And it looks like he has it there as well. Toxapex, I think Toxapex is a single special. Not so much in VGC, so Aaron is gonna have to face something that he might not fear as much as he should in a match like this. So I bet he'll know how to get around it, but it might catch him off guard in the game 1. So let's see if that actually takes place in game 1 early in the set. Blaziken, Terra Grass, again, nice Terra. Electivire, Terra Ghost to get around that complete immunity to that Palmot, which is a very nice Terra type. You can go for Follow Me against that thing. Electric moves, you're immune. Fighting moves, you're immune if you're Terra Ghost. And now, like, what's this thing going to do to you? So I like the fact that you can redirect something you're completely immune to. And Illumise doing Illumise things. On Cybertron side of the field, we're about to see Dugtrio for the first time. That's kind of exciting. So maybe like a choice band with Terra Ground Earthquake might be able to just take out everything. So Wide Guard on that Toxapex may be important this week. Who knows? And then we've got the Dondozo Terra Grass, Murkrow Terra Electric, Tatsugiri Terra Stellar, just for like that post, what's it called, after that Dondozo's gone. It's got that Terra Stellar for just doing damage. Goldango Terra Flying, possibly, yeah. If you're seeing Terra Flying and things like that on Goldango, that's definitely Earthquake spam on that Dugtrio. Very well could be Choice Band as well. And watch out for that Arena Trap ability on that thing. You can't switch out of it, so if you lead wrong, you could very well you just lose immediately, right? So be very careful with that. Ghost types are immune, but yeah, it looks like Mount has to Terra to get out of that. So let's see if that comes into play. Palmot Terra Electric makes sense just so it can restore its electric typing after using Double Shot, because it does lose its electric typing after using that one move, just like that older move Burn Up, which isn't really in the game anymore for fire type. So but I'm just going to go through this quickly because I can't wait to hit play. This is going to be great. But the win condition for Mount, again, I mentioned Toxapex. I think Toxapex is a win condition. Toxapex can put itself in a position where it cannot die based on what's left. So especially with recover and then causing the poison stuff on the other side of the field with its baneful bunker, toxic as itself, and other ways to inflict poison. I can see that being a thing, and I see leftovers on there as well. So this thing could just go for baneful bunker, recover after getting a couple of poisons, and you just lose the game from that. So watch, Goldengo is probably its biggest hurdle right now, so we'll have to see if that comes into play. Ability shield, clearly because it wants to get its speed boost from the Weezing's not there, so it's a wasted item. So that's actually kind of interesting too. I'll get into that in a second with Aaron's, but yeah, no Weezing. Rocky Helmet, I think this is a perfect set on the Electivire, especially for a match like this. Perfect Terra. I can't wait to see the moves. I already know what the ability is because you wouldn't go with that if it wasn't to be completely immune to that Palmot. And it's gonna have Follow Me. Mega Venonat is a goated nickname. Fantastic. It looks just like it. Just a very big one. And then you have Mental Herb on the what's it called? The Illumise. Just in case you save your Terra for something else, you're taunted and you still have that immunity to, or well, that one turn immunity to the taunt and the encore. So not like he has encore really. He might have encore somewhere else, but not on that the Murkrow. So that would be the win condition, I think. Use your singles experience, right? Use your singles experience with Pokemon like Blaziken and the Toxapex, and just maybe show him something he hasn't seen before. Maybe steal yourself a game 1 win. So, but watch out for that Doug trio there. That's going to be really scary. As for Cybertron team, I have to start off by saying, no, he didn't bring Yanma. This was the week I thought he was going to bring it. I don't think we're going to see Yanma anymore this season. If you guys hadn't checked it out, I predicted Yanma to make an appearance this week, but at least we're getting something else he hasn't used in the Doug trio. So I am kind of excited just for that Doug trio because we haven't seen it yet. So we'll have to see. And also no Weezing. I was kind of alluding to that a little bit when I was talking about Mount's team. So no Weezing for the very first time this season. So you got ability shield on there. You're prepared to not use your abilities, things like that, but it's not even there. So, and that means no slacking either. So I think that this is a little bit of a surprise for Mount with this team preview, but I don't think he's any less prepared. So we'll have to see how that goes. And also the Mount team is very frail. I say this about a couple of different teams. I think I said this about Uzi's team as well. Very frail team, but it is very fast. I think that Aaron needs his Tailwind and to just maintain that speed control. So, and there's no Pledge Swamp on the other side of the field, so you don't have to worry about that. I was actually writing that down, but I forgot you need the Water Pledge to set that, so he doesn't have it. Yeah, usually Pledge Swamp beats Tailwind because, you know, you got the ×2 speed and then the quarter speed, so it actually is better than a Tailwind in that situation. But yeah, let's, I'm just going to stop talking. We're going to hit play and let's dive into the game. I can't wait. This is going to be fantastic. Oh, and then he's got the Elite Four music. This is a really huge, like, one player's, oh my goodness. This is going to change so much no matter what. So he's just going for the Blood Moon with the Illumise. That does get around that Doug trio a little bit because Ursaluna is so defensively bulky and the Illumise is resistant to it. So I like that. Yeah, he's mentioning that he didn't bring the Weezing or the Slacking. Yeah, that I think you have to bring the Electivire, right? Yeah, bring the Tox. Let's do it, man. Let's see some single strats. Do you have to bring the Toxtricity, though? I think so. What? Yeah, Toxtricity and the Electivire. I think Electivire has to come, no? Do you have a defensive Terra? Okay, so that Palmot might come into play. Terra Grass kind of really hurts that Toxapex. Is it Merciless or Regenerator is the question, because it does have some nice abilities. Cybertron. Let's see how he does. Murkrow, Tatsugiri. Okay. So, yeah, you match the Tailwind here, right? And then is this Hyper Voice? Yeah, see, the thing about running Ursaluna Blood Moon is it's just so mindless. You can bring Blood Moon, you bring Hyper Voice, and you bring Earth Power every single week for the most part. It's just, what's that last slot? Is it Protect? Is it with like a Life Orb? Is it Yawn? Or is it like because right now they're using Yawn right now and not running Hyper Voice. They're running Blood Moon and Earth Power in VGC right now. So this is a Tailwind and a Protect, I think. Yeah, you don't want a Terra here, I guess. Yeah, just to... I'm trying to think how he would be hurt here. Draco Meteor into that Blood Moon would kind of hurt. See, there's the Protect. What's Tatsugiri doing here? Tailwind goes off, so it's just double Tailwind. What is the Tatsugiri doing? You can get... Maybe it's just a Muddy Water. That would make sense. Oh, Icy Wind would make perfect sense. Draco Meteor goes off. Ooh. Wow. That I think he wasn't expecting that damage, though. So, enjoy your Tailwind, because it's over in a few turns. You're not going to have another one, so... Meowscarada, I think, has to come in here. He just confirmed the choice specs. Yeah, he just got the item on it. He also knows that it's probably likely to switch, or Dondozo switches in here. Yeah, so I like the Meowscarada coming in here, and you have the Toxapex to deal with a little bit of that Dozo as well, so I think he's well equipped for Dozo. It's just that Murkrow is a little annoying here. Maybe you just Blood Moon it. It's less likely to protect. Yeah, Blood Moon that Murkrow is pretty safe, but... Does he have a switch in for the Blood Moon? I guess maybe you can knock off the Murkrow as well. If he has Protect, I think you just have to tip your cap, right? Like, honestly, a knockoff and a Blood Moon into that Murkrow would be pretty nice. Because, like, what's Tatsugiri doing to you right now? I don't think it's hitting that hard. Like, it might... Yeah, it still hits hard. Choice Specs -2. It's still going to do something. So he's going to Terra, not switch. Murkrow switching or tearing into Electric. Okay. I don't think he went for super effective damage anyway. Play Rough goes off. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's no Dozogiri anymore. Brave Bird comes off. It's Sash, so you take that oh, never mind. Didn't do that much. Blood Moon goes off, so you just took out 2. Nice. I think you're okay with that. And both Tailwind users are gone, so the natural speed of Meowscarada might just take over. Palmot could come in, and then Goldango looks alright. But I think Dozo's in the back, right? Dozo Goldango would make sense. Or Dozo Palmot. Oh no, watch out for the Revival Blessing. Watch out for the... Oh no. Is he about to double protect and then a Revival Blessing's gonna go off and get the Geary back? Oh no. Don't let him do it. Yeah, he was actually good. Very nice. He knows so much of the game. Like, Aaron hasn't clicked a Revival Blessing all season too, so that's a good read. You could bring in the Toxapex here. Because I don't know if... You still have your Terra. I don't know if Ursaluna is the most comfortable right now. The Focus Sash is probably on the Palmot. Yeah, I think you have to hit twice right now, right? Maybe Terra Water? Oh, he's switching. Oh, no. If this is a Revival Blessing, this is kind of rough. It doesn't really cover Revival Blessing because you're only hitting it once, right? But Dozo doesn't have the Geary right now, so is it protecting? Okay, fake out. Wow, that worked out really well for him. Wow, fantastic. And it is Sash. So Toxapex is... Okay, so you got 2 water types next across the fields from that electric type. Wave Crash goes off. This is going to do nothing. Wow. But here's the thing, though. Palmot can only hit one of these 2. You have Meowscarada on the back for that Dozo, so do you just hit that Palmot twice now? No, you go for Hyper Voice, and then you hit the Dozo, I think. Hyper Voice, because you have to hit the Sashmon. Yeah, that... I think that he's okay. I feel like Toxapex can just hit the Palmot here. and then Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice and then hit the Palmot. I think that's safe. If he protects, he doesn't gain anything, and he goes down. But he does get the Revival Blessing off first before anything happens. So you have to be really careful here. You have no time left, dude. Blood Moon and... Oh, that makes sense too. That's fine. It's the same kind of thing. Spread single. That's a more aggressive turn though. If you miss that, double shot goes off. KOs, right? Yeah. Icy Wind, just don't miss, right? I think you're okay with him not bringing back that Tatsugiri though. Yeah, and then Icy Wind. Yeah, this does nothing. You'll take the recoil too. I think Mount wins this. Yeah, Meowscarada comes in and just uses the flower trick and it's dead, right? Yeah, there goes the Palmot. Nice. Yeah, nice win. Yeah, he's feeling pretty good. I love how he dresses up for his games. That's so cool. I think his exact words to quote him were "dress for the job you want," right? And Tailwind's gone too, so I'm interested of the speed tiers right now with the Toxapex. Yeah, just flower trick, and you don't want to reveal anything with the Toxapex. You don't want to reveal too much. Flower trick for sure. He knows you have it. Who cares? And just Icy Wind again. I don't think you're getting a turn. I think this flower trick KOs anyway. I think you're fine. Just Icy Wind. Yeah, that's fine. Flower trick goes off. And it is protein. Well, you're already a grass type, so who cares? It's KOs. Yep. Woo! Oh, man. So, he didn't... I feel like maybe that turn tune that Tatsugiri needed to get off the field if you were going to go for Dozogiri. But again, that Toxapex is such a problem, right? This Palmot is so important. Mount, you must bring that Electivire. You have to. Electivire has to come or you're throwing. I'm saying that because I talked to him. I'll say that to his face. Yeah, it is very stressful. You know what? You're on the verge of going from 0-3 to make the playoffs, man. The momentum. Who wants to face a guy like that right now? Who wants to face a player like that? So I'm okay with that lead. It was a good lead. Yeah, why not, right? It was safe. It gets around the Doug trio. Toxapex in the back. I think you just bring the Electivire, though. But then you either have to leave Ursaluna or the Meowscarada. So maybe you don't bring the Tailwind and you just go with the redirection. But the problem if you lead that is he's got the Doug trio, though. And, hey, you know the... Hold on, you know the sash is on the Palmot. So... 120 speed on the Doug trio. Meowscarada outspeeds it. I'd go for the Meowscarada lead. See, here's the thing. If you don't bring the Toxapex, that means you're basically telling yourself that the Dozogiri is scared away. He's not going to bring it. That's kind of what you're saying by not bringing Tox. But you do have the Meowscarada, so it's not the end of the world. I just think that Toxapex makes that Dozo very uncomfortable. Very, very, very uncomfortable. I'm okay with this lead again. He's just running it back. You know, I think I mentioned this in a past video. It's just like, when do you change up your leads if you win? And even when you lose, do you switch it up, right? So I guess he feels like, you know what? It worked really well, so let's just do it again. Palmot, Murkrow. So we saw Fake Out and Double Shock. It's gotta have close combat. It's just, is it Protect or is it the Revival Blessing? I think the fact that it didn't Protect in that situation a while, like in that last game, it's probably Revival Blessing. But I feel like he could have done it. But you can't really do that with the Toxapex, right? I think this is just another Tailwind. Match the Tailwind, but... Because if he goes for Tailwind and then you go for the Blood Moon, your Murkrow's gone. So, I think you have to just double Tailwind here, because... Yeah, you don't want to lose your... Yeah, both players have to Tailwind here, I think. Because you definitely don't want to be the one that didn't get the Tailwind up. Could be Covert Cloak, though. That's a little scary. Brave Bird, and that just knocks it out. Oh! Oh my my goodness. Hyper voice. Oh my goodness, that's such a huge live. Oh man. Well, now both players get Tailwind, but yeah, the turn order goes Tailwind, Tailwind, and then Palmot goes second. So Mount has to Terra here. But here's the thing. I can see Aaron possibly going for a high read where he just goes for Tailwind and double shock into that Ursaluna. So if I were maybe Mount, a safe play is Protect Tailwind. Protect Tailwind. Yep. Yep. Smart. Smart. Yep. Great play. Great play. So he... Okay, so did he go for the aggressive play here? Tailwind goes off. The other Tailwind goes off. Okay, what is he doing here? Close combat or double shock? Oh, he did it! He did it! Yo, that's such a crazy play. Both crazy read to do that and crazy protect there just to see what he's gonna do. So that shows that he's willing to do a high-risk play like that. Oh, that's awesome. So here's the thing. Do you have Encore? Hold on. Do you have Encore on your Illumise? I didn't see it because you can Encore that Palmot now. So Hyper Voice and then... Do you have Encore? No, he had Struggle Bug. No, Pounce. Helping Hand, Tailwind, what? Fake Tears. Okay. Encore would have been fantastic here. I feel like Aaron has to respect the Encore. I can see him switching the Palmot out to preserve it. No, it didn't switch out. Are we about to find out the last move on it? Terra what? Okay, so that was the Terra. I don't know what the characters look like. Does he do it again? This is so risky, Mount. Yo. That's still damage, though. You'll take that into an Ursaluna. And then Brave Bird goes off. Yeah, makes sense. That does a lot. And then just double KO. Wow. Mounts in such... Is this just Dozo Giri in the back? I feel like that'd be maybe a mistake, because Toxapex is just devastating to that combo. He's playing so well. Like, how do you face a guy like Mount right now? Like, he's just every play. Like, he's just playing so well. Dozo's there. If this is Giri, he's happy. There it is. Because the problem is you have to navigate around Earthquake. So you go for Haze, but Earthquake is pretty well. Earthquake is tough for Aaron to click, but I feel like Aaron has to click Earthquake here. You have to click Earthquake. I know he can wide guard. I just don't. You can't let him haze you or else the game's just over, right? Unless if he doesn't think the haze is that important, he just goes for an attack into the Blood Moon, but also a protect is rough. I think you have to Earthquake here. Yeah, you haze. Earthquake doesn't pick up. He has to have Earthquake. There it is. Oh. Look at his face. And I think this game's over now. All you have to do now is just navigate the Tatsugiri, KOing it before it gets a turn. Because if you can KO Dozo the same turn as you get an attack on Tatsugiri, you're fine. You know its specs. Yeah. You just go for Blood Moon into the Dozo. I don't think you need to switch here. Because you've got... You could sacrifice Illumise, but why? I think you just attack here. Get a free switch into Meowscarada. Yeah, Fake Tears would be nice. Or Helping Hand, whatever. I would try to position that if you position the Illumise and the Meowscarada on the field at the same time for later, yeah, just let these two go down. Oh, he's let... Okay. He's sacking it. Okay. I would have just gone for a Blood Moon here. Just let him KO both of them. Who cares? I don't even think it would KO both of them. Crit, too. And it's just an Earthquake again, yeah. Yeah, KO's both of them, right? No, maybe not the Yeah. Yeah, it's non-stab, spread, not boosted. Meowscarada comes in, game over. If you just, now you can, oh no, Blood Moon is there. So what you can do is just come in double protect. Yeah, come in, double protect, Flower Trick KOs that, then Blood Moon ends the game. Done. Double protect here. It doesn't hurt you in any way. Oh, he still has his Terra, but I still think that I think you need to save it for the Terra Stellar, but come on, Mount, just go for double protect here. You need to save that Blood Moon for the next turn. Double protect. You also get to scout to see what he's gonna do. Oh, so he's trying to KO the Tatsugiri with the... You got it. Okay. See, now you have to deal with Tatsugiri. I think this is still over, but I feel like it would have been a really cool turn for him to just double protect there. That way you have Blood Moon for the next turn, then you go for Flower Trick into the Dozo, KO it, then Blood Moon KOs the Tatsugiri, game over. Icy Wind and Play Rough, Play Miss, I like to call it, but you still have the Sash on the Meowscarada, so you would have to miss 2 Play Roughs. And he's Terra Stellar, so there's nothing you can do. Yeah, there's the Terra. He forgot about Terra. He was calling it last turn against the Dozo. It's amazing the mind, like the mental gymnastics you have to do in a game. Play Rough goes off. Game over. Wow. By the way, this is as excited as Mount will get. He doesn't get much more excited than that. That's a huge win. Huge win. Oh my goodness. So now you've got... Hold on. Now you've got Aaron Cybertron Zheng's 3-3. Mount is 3-3. Pokeaim is 3-3. Oh, what are the other teams that we have? Hold on. What are the other teams that we have? 1 second. We got Cybertron 3-3, Mount 3-3, Joey's 3-3, Wolfey's 4-2. Never mind. So that's 3 3-3 teams, 2 4-2 teams, and a 5-1 team. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. You know what? I'm not even going to cut it right here. I'm just going to go right into these teams. Normally I say, hey, we'll be right back, you know, and then I just do like this little wipe thing. But like, nah, but we're just going to go into it right now. So let me see. We've got Cybertron versus Mount. This is the part of the show where I like to go into what I predicted them to bring, which I was very wrong. I was very wrong on at least Cybertron's side. Well, maybe he should have brought what I thought he was gonna. No, I'm kidding. I can't do that every single week. If they win, I'm like, nice win. If they lose, I'm like, should have brought my team. It's just it's a win-win for me, just as someone who makes content. So, but what did Cybertron bring based on? I was very wrong. No Yanma. Very sad. No Yanma. I don't think it. This is the only week I feel like it was gonna come. If it were to come, I don't think we're gonna see it next week. You never know. But I just don't think so. No slacking, no wheezing, no Yanma. So this is a really hard post for me to do because we didn't even see Goldango hit the field. The Palmont was pretty cool. We saw the double shock, the close combat, the fake out, Terra Electric, and the Murkrow. We did see the... I had dual wing beat on there and not Brave Bird, but... And I had Quash on there and not Tailwind. Yeah. So... Yeah, Murkrow is probably the Eviolite, I imagine, because you had the Focus Sash on the Palmont. But there's not really much to talk about other than what we saw on Aaron's team. Like, that Doug Trio would have been really cool to see, but without the Focus Sash on it, like, and then you're facing the Blood Moon, it just wouldn't have done enough damage. So, Dozo, yeah, I feel like leaning on the Dozo was interesting because I feel like Mount had so many answers for it. Like, he probably had more answers than most other teams for Dondozo Tatsugiri, and he brought it anyway. So, but you know what? He must have felt confident doing it. But again, not having a lot of experience facing a Toxapex, or at least as much as Mount has using it and facing it. So Toxapex was probably the MVP this game, I think, because it really made Aaron think about it. And now you have to lead the Palmont and lean onto it a little bit more. Very cool read, by the way, trying to go for that double shock into the Ursaluna, trying to predict the Terra. But unfortunately, Mount did actually read he had a turn of Protect, so it didn't really matter to him that much. He didn't really have to go for a read or not. It was more just like, I'll just burn a turn of Tailwind just to see what he's going to do. And sure enough, it worked. So the next turn was a little risky, though, because he could have done it again. But again, the mental game going back and forth between the two players. So, but anyway, that is Aaron's team. Again, we didn't see much. Like there's not really much to talk about with what I thought. So this is probably like one of the worst ones I've had all season. Actually, no, there was one last week that I was 2 for 6, which is literally the worst you could possibly guess, and I got it. So it's an accomplishment in itself. So, but anyway, Mount's team, how right were we? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had the ability shield on something else, but he had it on his Blaziken. Meowscarada, pretty standard. I had Overgrow and not. I think I was leaning more so on the just that flower trick, but he was more so going into being able to get rid of those things with the Play Rough, with the protein changing your type berry. So that he definitely wanted that as well. Illumise, Struggle Bug. I had Helping Hand on there as well. I thought Encore would have been nice as well, because Dozo just locking it into something when it's transformed. Is it transformed? I think it's transformed. Yeah. I had the Oranguru on this team. Didn't come. Would have made sense. But yeah, that Electivire, I think just like I had Terra Flying, but you decided to go for Terra Ghost. I think that's equally good. Why not? Especially just to stop that Palmont. Like, yeah, very, very cool. The Electivire really scared it away. Didn't even need it. I thought it would have been really important. So I had Be Careful using Dondozo Tatsugiri for Aaron, and unfortunately, he just had so many answers for it, so that was his demise there. Mount did have a lot of answers, and he just wasn't able to do enough damage with that Ursaluna lead, right? Because it's just so tanky, right? Protected the Meowscarada really well, and Toxapex, I feel like, was the difference maker in this set. It forced Aaron to play a certain way, and I really liked his play style in that game, or in both games, actually, and he just made a world-class player look not great this week. He didn't make him look very good. So, but Mount is definitely showing why he was able to win the SBL against players like Aaron and things like that already. So don't count Mount out yet. I didn't at 0-3. I just knew it was going to be a very high hill to climb, but I knew if anyone could do it, he could. And if you don't believe me, go check back to when he lost his third game. I probably said something, or the week 4 preview. I don't remember. I'm really hoping I didn't say anything bad, but yeah, no, he made the transactions to his team, and he has not looked back. Very, very nice job. He's got a complete hold on his team, and he's going in one direction, and a few players are going in the other. So very interesting week. Oh my goodness. Week 6 was bananas. Holy cow. If you guys have not watched the other games yet, go watch the other games yet. Even if I always encourage you guys to go watch both players' perspectives. Go watch all 8 games, or all 8 perspectives, or just pick one every other week and watch their perspectives. But I think all of the perspectives were very interesting to watch this week. So go check them all out. Go check out what I had to say, because that's why I'm here, just to give a little bit of Draft League background and doing a few reads, just to kind of give you guys behind the scenes of what a Draft League player would think. But what a wild ride. And yeah, week 7 is coming up. I said this is the most exciting week. Next week is going to be even more crazy. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I guess that is it for this one. Click like if you guys liked it. Subscribe if you guys are really into draft, because we got a whole lot more coming. Even after the season's over, we're going to be doing lots of draft stuff. And I don't want to spoil it just yet, but we do have an announcement coming of what's happening after WDL. And super exciting stuff. And also another little bit of a teaser. I interviewed James Beck actually already. I think it was yesterday. So expect that interview to be coming out this week. And we had a really good conversation. James was really fun to talk to. And Can't wait for you guys to see it. So I can't wait to edit it and just relive it as well, because there was a lot of great points that he made and a bunch of really interesting takes he had on tournaments as well, which is really great to kind of get it into his mind a little bit. So tune in for that. That is it for this one. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.